Students, welcome to our geography class. All of you know that we are in the revision for unit test. Therefore, in the last video, we had revised the first chapter of geography, our Earth and the Gratitude. Today, we will revise the second chapter of geography. Let us use the gratitude. Before that, we had learned or discussed the questions that were asked in textbook page number 10, and from that we learned that the horizontal lines on the globe are called as parallels of latitudes. Horizontal line means, in simple terms, they are called as slipping lines. Okay, so you can see over here, slipping lines on the earth or on the globe are called as parallels of latitudes. We learn about the various continents. There are 7 continents on the earth. Then we learned about various oceans, then African continent and the 2 poles. We also learned that Earth consists of parallels of latitudes and meridians of longitudes. So the word latitudes means in simple terms, you can see over here, this is our Earth or a globe, and there are different lines on there. There are vertical lines, also called as standing lines, and there are horizontal lines, also called as the slipping lines. So these slipping lines or the horizontal lines on the earth are called as the parallels of latitudes. Similarly, the vertical lines, or in simple terms, the standing lines on the earth are called as the meridians of longitude. So our earth is made up of latitudes, that is slipping lines, and longitudes, that is the standing lines. So today we are going to study the meaning of latitudes and the important latitudes. Similarly, the names of important meridians on the earth. Now you can see over here there are a number of uncountable parallels and altitudes on the earth. But among them, there are 7 important parallels on the earth and 2 important meridians on the earth. In this video, in this lesson, we will learn the names of the important parallels. That means 7 important parallels on the earth. Important parallels on the earth. You can see this is the earth, like this consists of only slipping lines. So starting from North Pole is one of the parallel. Then you have Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, Atlantic Circle, and South Pole. These are the names of important parallels on the earth. Now, you can see over here, just now we learned about the important parallels. Okay, the slipping lines or the horizontal lines on the earth are called as parallels. There are 7 important parallels. First is North Pole, Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, Atlantic Circle, and South Pole. So, in simple terms, parallel means the horizontal lines on the earth are called as parallels of latitudes. Horizontal lines means, in simple terms, for you all to understand, I am using the word slipping lines. You can see over here, the slipping lines or the horizontal lines are called as parallels of latitudes. Important parallels of North Pole, Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle, Equator, Capricorn, Atlantic Circle, and North Pole and South Pole. There are 7 important parallels on the earth. Okay, so first is North Pole. Then you have the Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, Atlantic Circle, and South Pole. These are the names of important parallels on the earth. And remember, there are 7 parallels on the earth: North Pole, Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, Atlantic Circle, and South Pole. Okay, the details over here are North Pole, the parallel that lies on the 90 degree of north on topmost is called as North Pole. Arctic Circle lies on 66 degree 30 inches north of equator. Tropic of Cancer lies on 23 degree 30 inches north of equator. Equator lies on the 0 degree parallel. Okay, Tropic of Capricorn lies on 23 degree 30 inches south of equator. Is Tropic of Capricorn. Atlantic Circle lies on 66 degree 30 inches south of equator, and next is South Pole that lies on 90 degrees south of equator. Now the names of important meridians. Meridians means we learn longitudes or the vertical lines or the standing lines on the earth are called as meridians of longitudes. Okay, you can see over here the important longitudes are prime meridian and 180-degree meridian. These are the names of the important. There are only two important meridians on the earth. First is prime meridian and 180-degree meridian. Okay, so the important meridians are, you can see over here, 0-degree longitude or prime meridian. You can see this is a particular meridian that passes from the center of the earth is called as prime meridian. It is also called as 0-degree longitude because it passes from the center, that is a 0-degree longitude. And next opposite to it, this is the 180-degree meridian, another important meridian. So we have learned that there are 7 important parallels and 2 important meridians. Important meridians are of 2. First is prime meridian and next is the 180-degree meridian. These are the names of important meridians on the earth. Now prime meridian, the main purpose of this is to fix the global standard time and coordinate standard times of different countries. So all of you all know that the time in all the parts of the world is different, okay, and is decided by the prime meridian. This is also called as Greenwich meridian. Why it is called as Greenwich meridian? Because you can see over here, this is the prime meridian. Okay, this vertical line is called as prime meridian. It passes through a place in England which is called as Greenwich. Therefore, it is called as Greenwich meridian. Global Standard Time is known as GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Okay, Global Standard Time means the time which is followed the entire world is called as Global Standard Time. It is known as GMT. Greenwich Mean Time is the full form of GMT. This is the next important meridian, that is which lies to opposite of prime meridian is 180-degree meridian. Now what is great circles? You can see over here equator and all the meridians form great circle. This is the equator and this is the prime meridian. Together our earth looks like a circle. Therefore it is called as great circle. They are used for finding minimum distance between any two places on the earth. Okay, this is how our earth looks like. It looks like a circle. Therefore they are called as great circles. Now temperature zones and pressure belts. Due to duration intensity of sunlight, different temperature zones are formed on the earth. Temperature zones give rise to pressure belts. Now I want you all to observe this diagram very carefully. This is our earth, this is our sun. All of us know that sun rises in the east and sets in the west. You will realize there are various zones, temperature zones are given. What is this? Now, this is our earth. This is our sun. You will see these two types of shadows are shown over here, dark shadow and light shadow. What is it exactly signifying is, this is earth rises in the east and sets in the west. That means these areas get direct sunlight of the earth, of the sun. Okay, that is the dark shadow. These areas where you have the dark shadow, they get direct sunlight of the earth. Therefore, when you have sunlight, it is extremely hot. So all these areas on the earth get extremely direct sunlight of the earth. Therefore, it is very, very hot. Temperature is very, very hot in the areas which get direct sunlight. You will realize the sun rays become lighter and lighter. And the polar regions and over here, the sun rays does not reach directly. Okay, and because of that reason, temperature over there is less. It is a little cold over here. That is called as what? Temperature zones. Means what? Because of the sunlight, two types of sunlight. Some areas get direct sunlight, some areas get less sunlight. Because of that, temperature becomes less or it becomes more. More temperature means very hot, less temperature is very cold. So this is called a temperature zone. So zone का मतलब क्या है? Different types of temperatures are formed. Okay, on the earth you don't have same temperature. Temperature is somewhere it is cold, somewhere it is hot. That is called as what? Temperature zones. Now, diversity in plant and animal, but variation in intensity of sunlight leads to regional diversity in plants and animal life. So, you will understand that different types of plants and animals are found all over the world. You will never find a polar bear in India. Will you find? No. Why? Because the temperature required for polar bear is not there in country of India. It requires extremely cold climate, which is not there in country of India. So even all types of animals and trees and plants and fruits also require different types of temperature, and they are grown only in those areas. Okay, simple example, can you cultivate apples in Maharashtra? Obviously not, because apples requires very cold climate, which is not there in the state of Maharashtra. We'll find in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So different temperatures are required for different types of plants and animals to survive. This is the diagram. There are some important questions that were asked in your textbook. Look in the diagram very carefully. You will see the first question is, which important parallel passes through the country of India? We have to understand these are the important continents they have given. India lies on what continent? Asian continent. This is our Asian continent. We have to understand now the shape of India. This is the country of India. Am I correct? Okay. Now they have asked a question, which is the parallel. This is the parallel that passes through the country of India. Now, what is the name of this parallel which lies on after Arctic Circle? This is Tropic of Cancer. So the Tropic of Cancer passes through the country of India. And which areas of India do not get perpendicular sunrise? Obviously, the north part of India. So northern areas, for example, Jammu and Kashmir or India does not get direct sunlight. They have extremely cold climate. Now there's important information given for us. There is a city called as Vatican City. It's the smallest city in the world. Like just like we have Mumbai city, we have Nagpur city, we have Pune city. Similarly, it's the Vatican City, the smallest city in the world. It's country called as Italy. Okay, and why they have given information is that because the difference is in a degree or minutes of latitude, and because all the areas over here are so close by. Therefore, why? Because it is one of the smallest city in the world. Students, I hope the video is clear to you. I request all of you to please go through the video again and again, solve the assignment test and get your doubts cleared. Thank you.